Hari Om. Welcome to Marco Yoga. My name is Coco. And thank you for accepting the challenge of working with the elements of nature. Today we're going to explore the water element. Our body is composed of approximately 72% is all water. Therefore, let's work with the most obvious. The water needs a really good solid foundation. So we're going to apply some of that earth element to then work with the water element. So thank you for coming. Thank you for your commitment to make things better. So let's begin. Sisa is here to help us. So let's come then now to child's pose. So toes together, heels apart. But this time, I want you to keep your knees a little bit wider. So keep your knees to the outer edges of your mat. And then rest your forehead in the ground and rest your arms in the ground. Forearms in the ground. So you're opening up the pelvis slightly. And we begin with the process of involution. Involution towards evolution. As you close your eyes and you begin to look at yourself, I want you to identify right now what is the present condition of your body. What are the sensations of the body? And I want you to start to sense or apply the liquidity in your body. Start to connect to the liquidity on your body. So go to the liquidity of your mouth and observe in your mouth the water element. Another area where we hold our water element is around your sacral chakra, around your sacred bone, around your holy bone. So go to your holy bone and start to feel the pelvic bowl and sense that water element in that area. So we're going to look at the mouth, we're going to look at that pelvic area, and we're going to look to your inner thighs. So those are the areas where we identify water the fastest. So we want to understand right now the adaptability of water, the flexibility of water. And we're going to start to look for that softness of water, which is, by the way, is strength, is its strength. Water is the softest and most yielding substance. So we want to understand how to apply that softness that is strength. So we're going to meditate on it. Pay attention to the breathing. Feel the breath. Connect to the prana. Connect to the apana. So start to identify the prana apana process. Narrowing the back of the throat, we begin the practice of the Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath. Looking for that fluidity, looking for that adaptability. And we're going to look to use the water element to dissolve our personalities. So now slowly move your hands back alongside your knees, press the ground, lift up the torso. Good. And bring your palms together in front of your heart. Now be clear about what is your intention. If you want to dissolve your personality, which of the personalities you want to let go of? So be clear with your intention. Now bow your head towards your heart and now be clear about your emotion. So start to look right now at all those, your scale of emotions. Right now, how do you feel? Do you feel passionate, wholeness, bliss, freedom, love? Those are elevated emotions. Or are you feel right now anger, fear, or pessimism, or guilt, or shame, or suffering, doubt, hatred? Those are survival emotions. So bring an elevated emotions with a clear intention. And whenever you're ready, lift up your chin, open your eyes, and then rock yourself forward and come to your hands and knees. Prepare your knees hip distance apart. Point with your toes to the back. That's right. Feel the ground. Feel as if your hands are digging in mud. So you're going to start to identify the earth element and the water element. And then slowly, keeping your hands where they are. Now, move the sitting bones to the heels just to measure ourselves really clear. And then walk with your hands far forward, away from your hips. So maintain the stability as if your hands are digging in mud. And with an inhale, come up to your hands and knees. They start to become fluid. And with an exhale, go forward and down. Fluidity, as if you're moving through water. With an inhale, forward and up. And with an exhale, sitting bones to the heels. So we're going to bring synovial fluids into the shoulders and the hips. Inhale, come up, hands and knees. And with an exhale, go forward and down. Inhale, forward and up. And with an exhale, sitting bones to the heels, keeping your hands in place. Inhale, come up with fluidity as if you are underwater. Exhale, forward and down. So visualize, inhale, forward and up. The adaptability and the flexibility of water. Exhale, back. And remember, we're trying to dissolve personalities. Inhale, come up, 4 more. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, forward and up, point with your toes. And exhale, sitting bones to your heels. And let's do 3 more. Following the inhale, lift up. Following the exhale, forward and down. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, sitting bones to the heels. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, come up. Follow the exhale. Feeling with an inhale, lift up. And with an exhale, you go back. Yes. 2 more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward and down. Feel the flow. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, sitting bones to the heels. So we want to live life with a constant flow. 1 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, forward and up, and exhale, sitting bones to the heels. Now, with an inhale, come up, hands and knees, and with an exhale, bring your right foot forward. Good. Now, make sure that the right foot is clear, and now with an inhale, pressing the right foot, being fluid, inhale, lift up, arms up, that's right, to crescent moon, and then exhale, hands to the ground, shoulder distance apart. Inhale, right foot back with fluidity, forward and down. Point with the toes. Inhale, forward and up. Opening up the groins, and exhale, sitting bones to the heels. So now you flex at the hip joints. Inhale, come up, hands and knees. And with an exhale, bring now the left foot forward. Press it. With an inhale, swing your arms up, high up, allowing the opening in the right groin, and exhale, hands to the ground, shoulder distance apart. With an inhale, bring that knee back, and with an exhale, forward and down. With an inhale, forward and up, pointing with the toes, and with an exhale, sitting bones to the heels as if you are underwater. Again, inhale, come up, hands and knees. Exhale, right foot forward, press it. Now with an inhale, lift up your arms over your head. Now straighten up the right knee, flex your right foot, and now with an exhale, hands to the ground and bring your forehead towards the shin. Bend the right knee, press the right foot, inhale, lift up, opening up the left groin. And straighten up the knee, flex the foot with an exhale, forehead to the shin, relax your tongue. Bend the knee, press the foot, inhale, lift up, high up. Bend, that's right, straighten the knee, flex the foot, forehead to the shin. 2 more. Bend the knee, press the foot, inhale, swing your arms up as if you are underwater. Exhale, bending now the left knee, straightening up the right. Good. Again, bend the right knee, press the right foot, inhale, lift up. Now straighten up the right, flex the foot, forehead to the shin. Good. And let's do 1 more. Bend the knee, press the foot, inhale, connect the breath and the movement of the body, and this time hands to the ground. With an inhale, bring the right knee back. And with an exhale, forward and down. With an inhale, go forward and up, point with the toes. And with an exhale, sitting bones to the heel. Keep your hands planted. Inhale, come up. Your hands as if they are in mud. And now bring the left foot forward and plant the left foot in that mud. Inhale, lift up, high up, allowing the right groin to open up. Now straighten up the left knee, flex your left foot, release your hands to the ground, and bring your forehead towards the left shin. Then bend the left knee, press the center of the left foot in the mud, lift up your arms with fluidity to the north, and then straighten up the left knee, flex your foot, and then dissolve. Bend the knee, press the foot, press the right shin, lift your arms up, open up the right groin, and straighten up. Now the left knee, so engage the left quad, forehead to that left shin. And two more. Bend the knee, press the foot in that mud, lift up your arms and straighten it up. Lift up the left kneecap, forehead to the left shin. And one more. Bend the knee, press the foot, inhale, swing your arms up, feel the fluidity in your tongue, and exhale, hands to the ground, forehead to the shin. Bend the knee, press the foot, inhale, lift up, high up, as if you are underwater, and this time, hands to the ground. With an inhale, bring the left knee back, and with an exhale, go forward and down with fluidity. With an inhale, go forward and up with fluidity. Roll your toes and lift up to downward dog. So I want you to feel your hands and your feet as if they are in mud. So feel the liquidity in your hands and feel the liquidity on your feet. Another of the characteristics of water is binding. Yes, water binds things together. It's resilient. So it also has the property of being cooling, and it has also the property of adhesion. So feel how it feels with those properties within you. Your body is composed, 72% of your body is composed of that water. But now let's go and explore where is the congestion of the water and where is the disease in the body. That's right, that is related to the water, which is primarily on the blood and the urine, saliva, and eyes. That's where we hold a little bit of the disease of the water. So with an inhale, lift up the right leg up towards the sky, the left heel to the ground, as if the left foot is in mud. And now bring the right foot forward, all the way between your hands. Now with an inhale, swing your arms up as if you are moving on water. That's a nice slow motion, and exhale, hands to the ground. We're going to do 3 of those. With an inhale, bring that right foot back. Now feel the water forward and halfway down as if you are in water. Forward and up, open the toes, open the groins, and go back to downward dog. With an inhale, lift up the left leg up with fluidity and the right foot in mud. And now place that left foot in between the hands as if it's in mud. Press it. And with an inhale, lift up with, that's right, with clarity. And exhale, hands to the ground. Slow and gentle, hands in the mud. Left foot back in line with the left hand. Forward and halfway down, chaturanga. Then forward and up. Open up the groins. Open up your heart. And go back to downward dog. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, right leg up, left heel down in the ground, the left foot in mud. And now bring that right foot forward, planted in that mud. Find the stability and then lift up with an inhale. So you have the stability of the earth. The water needs that stability. And exhale, hands to the ground. Find stability in the hands, hands in mud. Right foot back. And then forward and halfway down, collarbones open, forward and up, opening up the groins, and go back to downward dog, opening up the hamstrings. Inhale, left leg up, right foot in mud, and now bring the left foot closer to the left hand and plant it in mud. Inhale, finding the stability of the earth, the fluidity of the water. and exhale, hands to the ground, shoulder distance apart. With an inhale, bring the left foot back. Feel your hands in mud, forward and halfway down. Feel the mud coming in between your fingers. Upward dog, feel the mud in between your toes, and go back to downward dog. One more. Inhale, right leg up, left heel down. Exhale, right foot forward. Feel the stability in the ground, this fluidity. Inhale with fluidity. Rotate the shoulder blades without lifting them. And with an exhale, hands to the ground, creating stability in your hands. Right foot back with an inhale. With an exhale, forward and down. Feel the water in your mouth. Forward and out. Feel your tongue relax. And go back to downward dog. Following the inhale, left leg up, right heel down. Following the exhale, left foot forward, planted. Inhale with fluidity, swing your arms up to the north. And exhale, hands to the ground. The length of the exhale. With the length of the inhale, left foot back. And then forward and halfway down. With an inhale, go forward and up, open your toes, mud in between your toes, and go back to downward dog. Now, I want you to stay there in downward dog and observe that we created right now mobility into the joints. So we created friction in the joints. That is going to start to release synovial fluid. So we want to understand the types of water. The water transforms in the body in different forms. In a form of bile, phlegm, pus, yes, blood, sweat, fat, tears, yes, nasal mucus, urine, semen, all that reproductive fluid. And water has the memory of the divine. So stay alert and pay attention to the liquidity of water. Pay attention to the adhesion of water. Pay attention to the cooling of water, because when we bring heat, the system is going to bring water into the area to create cooling, so that way you can bind. So feel how it feels. Now come to plank, and with the exhale, bring the right foot forward all the way between the hands. Now bring that left knee to the ground, point with your left toes. Move the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Now, walk with your heel and your toes, the right foot out, about 5-8 inches. And then angle, in a 45-degree angle, that right foot. Now, feel the right foot as if the right foot is digging in mud. The left shin is digging in mud. And now bring both forearms in the ground. Keeping your elbows aligning with that right ankle joint. Now, I want you to stay there. And I want you to feel the inhales, feel the exhales. Now, move your heart forward. Good, that's right. And let's try to do a little bit of a back bend. So you're going to try to do a little bit of a back bend. Sense it. Now, I want you to identify what's going on in your mouth. What is going on in your mouth? What's happening in your mouth right now? What's going on in the pelvic area? Can you sense what's going on in the pelvic area? But now, let's challenge it a little bit more. Keep the weight on your forearms. Keep that right foot digging in mud. And now roll your left toes under. And with an exhale, lift up that left knee. Now stay there. I want you to feel a little bit of a movement with the right knee to the front and the left heel to the back. You can go back and forth a little bit. Right knee to the front, left heel to the back. So you are in a way almost like moving the water in the pelvis. But your forearms are solid, are giving you information. The right foot is giving you information. The left foot is giving you information. So go back and forth a little bit more, leaning forward onto that, paying attention to the right knee and the left heel to the back. We're here for only 2 more rounds of breath. Feel that mobility. Work with the mobility, the flexibility of the water. Steady in your mouth. And now stand up on your hands. Move your hands back in line with that right ankle joint. Move the right foot back in line with the right hand. Right foot back. Forward and halfway down, chaturanga. forward and up, open the toes, fingers, the mud in between the fingers and the toes, and go back to downward dog. That's right. Now stay there and identify again the water in your mouth. Identify the synovial fluid that we are releasing. That's right. When we bring that heat and that flexion into the joints, the system is going to start to release that liquidity to cool down. So come to plank. That's right. And now with fluidity, bring the left foot forward, all the way between the hand, closer to the left hand. Now bring the right knee to the ground, point with the right toes. Now move the left hand to the inside of the left foot. And now walk that left foot, heel toes, 5 to 8 inches, and then angle it in a 45 degree. But make sure that the center of the left knee is facing the second and third toe. Feel that left foot digging in mud. Feel the right shin digging in mud. And now bring your forearms in the ground and bring your elbows aligning with that left ankle joint. Now feel the solidity of your forearms. Stay alert. Feel the liquidity in your mouth. Go to your mouth and identify what is the taste of your mouth right now. Go and feel the water in your pelvis area, to your gut, to your urinary bladder. Sense it. Pay attention right now to the fire. So bring awareness to the fire, because then the system is going to start to send right away a cooling effect. So start to understand right now the cooling, the stability of the water, the heaviness of the water. Feel the moist in your body. Feel how to be smooth, how to be flowing, how to be flexible. Now roll your right toes under, and now lift up the right knee. Now you feel your forearms giving you information. It's about information. Now slowly pay attention to the breath, and we're going to start to move a little bit. So the left knee towards the front, so you lean to the front, and then the right heel to the back. So you're going to start to move slightly, allowing right now how to dissolve the personality. Yes, we want the persona. We don't want the personality. Yes, we want the sex, not the sexuality. The sexuality is complicated. We get totally complicated with the sexuality. But sex is real. Is something that you want to learn how to use. Let's do a little bit of a back bend there, so you feel then your kidneys, which are related to the water element, how to compress, and keep rocking back and forth, creating mobility, creating stability, looking for that softness in the body. So that softness that is also strength. Feel that strength and identify that water element. Stay alert. Now slowly stand up on your hands. Feel, move your hands aligning with the left ankle joint. Maintain that stability. Now move that left foot back in line with the left hand, and then forward and halfway down, chaturanga. Forward and up, upward dog, and then go back to downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So identify right now water, the water element. I want you to go and contemplate and meditate in obtaining that freedom of the personalities. How to dissolve the personality? Well, we want to use the water element. The water element can be heard. It can be tasted. It can be feel. And it can be seen. You can use a sight, but it cannot be smelled. So those are the characteristics of the water element. Yes, it has adaptability and flexibility. That's why we can dissolve your personality really easily. Now, walk with your hands back towards the center of your mat. Walk with your feet towards the center of your mat. Good. Now, move your hands to your hips. Bend the knees. Relax your head. And I want you with your head to say yes and feel the water in your brain. And say yes and feel the swirling of the water back and forth. That's right. So you're saying yes. And now relax your head fully and feel the water element at the center of your brain. Now with your head, say no. So rotate from side to side. That's right. Feel the water again, swirling the water in your brain. That's right. Now relax and feel the middle brain. Relax it and feel the middle brain. Let go. Let go and feel the middle brain. And now feel your feet digging in mud. Feel your feet digging in mud. Now straighten the legs. Straighten the legs and now feel the front side of the legs firing up. But in the back of the legs, feel the water element. Feel the water element in your mouth. Feel the water element in your brain. Feel the water element right now in between your thighs. And now with an inhale, halfway up, feel the water element in your pelvis, and exhale, lift all the way up. Good, and relax your hands. Feel the water element. Feel the liquidity. Feel the cooling. Feel the adaptability and the flexibility. Yes, we want to live life with a constant flow. Now, let's define yourself in the center of the mat. Shift the weight to the left foot. You can be in the center. Shift the weight to the left foot, bend the right knee. Bring the right knee towards your right armpit, both hands in front of the right shin, fold it so we stimulate that right groin, and now cross that right leg on top of the left thigh, the right foot. Good, and flex the foot. That's right, flex the foot, and now bring your palms together in front of your heart. Now, bend that left knee, and as if you are sitting down on a stool. Now feel the left foot as if the left foot is digging in mud. I want you now to identify the water element in your mouth, the water element in your pelvis, the water element in between your thighs. So go to the inner thigh on the right and push the inner right knee out. And now pull the outer knee in. Bend a little deeper, as if you're sitting down, now even more like on a chair. Steady, feel the breath, stay alert, and stand up. Bring the right knee up, both hands in front of the right shin. Move the right knee towards the right armpit, and release the right foot down, and dig now the right foot in mud. Press the right foot down, and with an inhale, lift up the left knee. Both hands in front of the left shin. With an exhale, fold it deeply. Cross the left leg on top of the right thigh. Flex the foot. Keep that left ankle joint aligning with that right thigh bone. Bring your palms together in front of your heart, looking for the oneness. And now, as if you are underwater, bend that right knee. So you're sensing right now how to dissolve, how to sink into it, how to look for the memory of water, the memory that you have in your pelvis, in that second wheel around the sacral area that is most of the time blocked by the fear of death and by guilt. So unleash your juices. That way you can unleash your creativity. Now, bend a little deeper. Start to push now the left knee, the inner left knee out. So feel the inner left thigh. Remember, in between your thighs is another area where we can identify water really easily. Identify the water right now in your mouth. Identify the water right now in your pelvis. Sense it. Be clear about it. Like if you are just working with the water, trying to cool the fire, and gently lift up. Lift up the left knee. Both hands from the shin. With an exhale, squeeze the left knee towards the left armpit and release the left foot. Now, let's separate your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And let's do a little bit wider that to the outer edges of your mat, and let's create a 45-degree angle. That's right. Now slowly, with an inhale, you're going to lift up your arms over your head and you're going to bend the knees as if you're sitting down on a chair. So you're going to bring the sitting bones aligning with your knees, arms up. And with an exhale, as if you are underwater, arms down, and you straighten the knees. Inhale, yes, high up. Sitting bones level with your knees, arms up. Exhale. Good. And we do 5 more. Inhale, relax the water in your mouth, in the pelvis. Exhale. Good. 4 more. Inhale. Remember to push the inner knees out. Pull the outer knees in. Exhale. Feel the water element in your inner thighs. Inhale. Feel your inner thighs pushing out. The inner knees pushing out. Exhale. That's right. Again. Inhale, lift up the pubic bone, so feel the posterior tilt in the pelvis. Exhale. And let's do 1 more. Inhale up. And exhale. Now, bring your feet about 5 inches towards each other. Just about 5 inches, that's it. And now slowly move your hands to your hips. Good. Now bend the knees, the same principle. Bend the knees. Leave your pelvis down. That's right. Stay there. Stay vertical. And now slowly, we're going to rotate the pelvis. We're going to swirl the water. So now, move the tailbone forward, the pubic bone up towards the navel. That's right. And now to the right side. Now to the back side. Now to the left side. To the front side. Right side, back side, left side, front side, right side, back, left. Listen to the breath. Again, forward, right, back, left, forward, right, back, left. 1 more. Forward, right, back, left, center. Stay there. Now feel the water in your mouth. Feel the water in the pelvis. And now let's do the opposite. Forward, left, back, and right. Now to the forward, to the left side, to the back side, to the right, forward, to the left side, back side, right side. 2 more. Forward, left, back, right, forward, left, back, right, center. Lift up your arms over your head. Stay. Now lift up the heels off the ground. Good. High up. Now move the sitting bones a little bit lower. Lower. Feel your inner knees moving out. Steady. And gently lift up. Heels down. Release your hands. Good. And come to the front of your mat. Samastitihi. With an inhale, lift up your arms over your head. And with an exhale, bow. Inhale halfway up. Right foot back. Left foot back. Go to downward dog. Feel your downward dog. Stay alert. So we want to understand the water element. 72% of your body is composed of the water element. So water is probably the most important element that we want to identify because that's most of us. So we want to understand the softness of the water because that softness in the water is its strength. So we're looking for softness or strength in softness. So we look for it within you. We understand what's happening within you. And we understand that life is a constant flow. So we want to learn how to dissolve the personality. So let's go and explore it again. Come to plank. Feel your plank. Now lift up the right foot off the ground. And now with an exhale, bending the knee, bring the right knee behind the right wrist and place it clearly. So you align that knee joint with that wrist joint. Then you move that right foot to the left side and you point with your toes and you relax that right foot. Then bring the left knee to the ground, point with your left toes, maintain that connection. Feel your left toes pointing to the back. Feel the outer right foot, the outer right shin pressing against the ground. You have the stability, and now bring both forearms in the ground. The same principle that we did before. So we're trying to use adding, we're trying to add, we're trying to maintain that adaptability of water. So I want you to feel the water in your mouth and feel the water in the pelvis area. Yes, that Svadhisthana chakra. Now, maintain the stability in your forearms, roll your left toes under, lift up the left knee, and the same principle we did before. I want you to reach with that left heel to the back, far back. So you're going to activate that left hamstring. Remember that the hamstring is related to water. Reach with the left heel to the back, and then release the left knee down. Point with your left toes, and now bring your forehead in the ground, and walk with your hands forward. Walk with your hands forward and walk with that left foot to the back. So I want you to feel the elongation and feel right now your water element. Yes, we created the swirling of the water. We swirl to the right, then we swirl to the left. So then the fluidity is happening. There's a cooling because there is fire happening. When we create that friction in the joints, and we start to release fire, even though there is only 4%, but it's really powerful. 72% of your body is composed of water. Now, slowly, move your hands back, walk with your hands back, directly underneath the shoulders, press the ground, and with an inhale, push and lift out the torso. Now, point with your left toes to the back, feel the stability on the outer right foot, outer right shin, and now move both hands to your hips. Good. Now, elbows pointing to the back. Feel your elbows pointing to the back. Feel your breastbone pointing to the forward and up. Collarbones open. Now, I want you to feel the water in your mouth. And feel the water in your pelvis. Stay alert. Now, slowly flex the left knee. Lift up the left foot. You're going to activate. You're going to fire up the left hamstring. You're going to reach with your left hand and you're going to grab the inside of the left foot. Keep that action, and now pressing the right shin in the ground, inhale, lift up. That right arm up, hug up, bringing the right bicep alongside the right ear. You feel that action, you stay alert, you gather information about the inhales, you gather information about the exhales, sense what's happening right now, find the balance between the right and the left, between the front and the back, between the inhales and the exhales, and now if you can do it, you can stay here. But you can also flex that left elbow. You can move that left foot to the crease between that left elbow. Then you can point with your left hand up towards the sky. You flex the right elbow and you clasp the fingers. Now you are in a very powerful pose for the water element. Can you pay attention right now to the liquidity in your system? To the adhesion, that's right, to the cooling. Relax your mouth, feel the taste in your mouth, the water, feel the water in your eyes, that's right, feel the water in your pelvis, and slow, hands to the ground, release that left foot, roll your left toes under, lift up the left knee, bring the right foot back to plank, and go to downward dog, and find refuge in downward dog. Let go of the personality. Go to the persona. Who are you? So let go of the game of personality. Yes, it's a game that we learn because we needed to adapt. But now we're learning that we don't have to hold on to it. We're using the water element to help us wash away that process that we have done in the past, the adaptability of the past, because we need to have the adaptability of the now. Come to plank. Feel the plank. Now lift up the left foot off the ground. Okay. Now bending the left knee, bringing the left knee towards your chest, then bring the left knee towards the left wrist, moving then the right foot, the left foot to the right side of your mat. You feel that connection. Then bring that right knee down, point with the right toes to the back. Feel that right shin digging in the mud. Feel the left shin digging in the mud. Square your hips. Keep that outer edge of that left thigh parallel with your mat. And now once you feel that that is clear, bring your forearms in the ground and lean on your forearms. Stay there and feel now as if your forearms are digging in mud, which is water and earth. So we're going to work with those two Mahabhutas first. Those are the two Mahabhutas that we're going to work first. The earth element and the water element. The earth needs to create the vessel so that the water can rest and be at its best, because remember, water has the memory of the divine. Now roll your right toes under, find stability in your forearms, lift up the right knee. You're going to reach with the right heel to the back just to gain an inch and a half. Good. Then release the knee down, point with the toes. So then that right groin is opening up. The left groin is firing. Now forehead in the ground. And now walk with your hands forward. Hands forward and the right foot to the back. So now there is fluidity in the entire body. I want you to feel right now what's going on in the water element on the inner left thigh. Feel the inner left thigh and feel the water in the inner left thigh. Now feel the water in the inner right thigh. Feel the water right now in your pelvis area. Notice if the water is spilling through the right, the left, the front, and the back. What's going on with your water in the pelvis? Can you feel what's going on in the water in your mouth? So feel the taste in your mouth. The water in your eyes. Feel it. Stay alert. Now slowly, walk with your hands back and you stop with your hands up directly underneath the shoulders. Press the ground. Lift up the torso. Feel the torso lifted. That's right. We're going to challenge the water. So the water right now is trying to find that adaptability. Sense it. Feel the stability on that left shin, left foot, in the right leg. And now move both hands to your hips. Keep your heart open. Keep your heart open. To open up the heart, move your elbows to the back. Move your elbows to the back so that the shoulder blades are going to open up your heart. Maintain that stability. Create stability. And now slowly flex that right knee, lifting up the right foot off the ground. Reach with the right hand, and with the right hand grab the inside of the right foot. Press the left shin in the ground, and with an inhale, lift up the left arm up to the north. Feel the left armpit opening up. Feel that right groin opening up. That's right, so we are releasing synovial fluid. We're looking for the fluidity of the water element. We're looking for the fire. Keep that left hand lifted, high up. Stay alert. We're going to now flex that right elbow. We're going to move the inner right foot against the elbow, in the crease of the elbow. Then you're going to point with your right hand up to the north. Flex the left elbow and clasp the fingers. Take a good grip. Feel the left shin pressing against the ground. Lean a little more to the right so that you can feel the right groin opening up. Now, identify right now your personality. That's right. And can you transcend the personality? Can you feel right now the water in your mouth? What is the taste right now in your mouth? Now notice if the pose is making you cry. Or can you feel right now the water in your inner thighs? Can you feel the water in your pelvis? One more. And slow. Release your hands as if you are underwater. So you're doing it really slow motion. Releasing the right foot. Roll your right toes under. Lift up the right knee. Good. Bring the left foot back to plank. and go to downward dog. And then find refuge in your downward dog. So you have your hands giving you accurate information about stability. You're feeling your left hand, your right foot, the left foot, giving you information about stability. Looking for passion and pleasure. That's right. The water, where the water is, that's the center of passion and pleasure. So can you be clear about it? Meditate on it. Sense it. Feel that connection to the sense of taste and to the reproduction area. Yes, that's where your ovaries, your testes are, so that you can produce testosterone and estrogen. Yes, it's about looking for that endocrine system. Just working with your endocrine system so that you can have then the adaptability and the flexibility. Now bring your knees to the ground. Separate your knees to the outer edges of your mat. Bring your toes together. Your knees, separate them. Good. And then bring your sitting bones to the heels and rest your forearms in the ground. Rest your forehead in the ground. And now identify water. Observe what's going on right now. Pay attention to your water element, to the pelvis area, to your mouth, to your inner thighs. The living are soft and yielding. The dead are rigid and stiff. Living plants are flexible and tender. The dead are brittle and dry. That was Lao Tse. So that's what we want to do. We want to live life with a constant flow, but maintaining that yielding property of water. Yes, water is the softest and most yielding substance. It can be heard, taste, feel, and you can see it, but you cannot smell it. Now slowly move your hands back alongside your knees, press the ground, lift up the torso, bring your knees together, move the pelvis to one side of your mat. Good. And now move the heels towards the front side. Now flex your feet, move the heels forward, press your sitting bones down. With an inhale, lift up your arms over your head, high up. And with an exhale, come forward and down. And we do a Paschimottanasana so that we can open up the back side. That's right. So the water element, we're looking for the water element, to that liquidity in your body. The organ of action of that area is your tongue and your urethra. So can you go right now to your tongue? Can you go to your urethra? And can you identify right now what's going on? And feel the cooling, stable heaviness of the water, the moist within you. Feel inside of you as if you're smooth, flowing, as if you're soft and flexible. So look for the water element. With an inhale, lift, look forward. Exhale, lift. Now with the help of your hands inside of the knees, lift up the knees. Bring the soles of your feet to touch and then release the knees down. Now with your hands, push the knees downward. So remember, the inner knees move out, the outer knees move in. Now move your hands behind your hip joints. Shift the weight to your hands and to the outer edges of your feet. Lift up the pelvis and now move the pubic bone towards your heels. That's right, feel it. Then release the sitting bones. Press your sitting bones down, and with an inhale, lift up your arms up. With an exhale, come forward and down, and grab with your hands your feet. Good. Grab your feet, and I want you with your thumbs to separate the base of the big toes, as if you're opening up a book. So feel as if you're opening up a book, so you're moving, separating the balls of your feet. That's right. So the inner arches of your feet are going to be pressing against each other, which is going to help you open up the knees a little bit more. Once you feel that you're opening up that book, and you feel the outer edges of your feet pressing, Move your hands forward in the ground and crawl with your hands forward. And listen to the breath. And with every exhale, flow downward. The inhale, you move forward and the sideways, and with an exhale, downward. You crawl with your hands. You feel your inner knees separating. You feel the outer knees contracting. Now, I want you to feel right now the water element in your brain. And relax the water element in the brain. Feel the water element in your mouth. Feel the water element in your inner thighs. Feel the water element in your pelvis. Feel what's going on there. Go to your testes, to your ovaries, and gently crawl with your hands back. Sense that action. Good. Feel how it feels. And now slowly, with the help of your hands, lift up the knees. Good. Cross the shins. Rock yourself forward and come to downward dog. Feel your downward dog and stay alert. So we are gathering information and we're trying to identify how to work with these Mahabhutas. How can we transform the elements of nature? The same elements of nature that exist outside exist within us. So we need to apply it within us to be able to affect the outside. So we need to be the change that we want to see outside. So we need to find the water element is teaching us about adaptability, about flexibility, about resiliency, about how to be cooling, how to change your personalities. Pay attention to it. With an inhale, come to plank. And with an exhale, all the way down. Good. And now, flip your body over. Flip your body over. And bend the knees. Keep your feet flat in the ground. Stay there. Open up your arms shoulder level. Cross the right leg on top of the left thigh. Hook the right foot behind your left calf. Steady. Release both feet in the ground. Press your feet down. Lift out the pelvis up. And we're going to move that left hip joint slightly to the right. Release the left hip joint. And now release both knees towards the left. And you look to the right. And you want to feel right now how to work with your kidneys. So feel your kidneys and feel the rotation. How right now we're going, in essence, to the spinal fluid. We're going to the spinal fluid, to your DNA. Sense it. Go to the center. In between, right at the center of your spinal cord. And lift up. Good. Release your feet down. Lift up the pelvis. Balance it. Then switch the crossing. Cross the left on top of the right. Hook it. Release both feet in the ground. Lift up the pelvis. Move the pelvis 5 inches to the left. And then allow both knees to go to the right. And now you look to the left. And now I want you to feel now that left kidney. So you want to feel the left kidney right now because we're working with that water element. We're trying to understand the 72% of what you are composed. You are composed 72% of the water. Earth is only 12%, but if you control only the earth and the water, you already are controlling 84% of your elements. So why not? The yogis are saying that with only those two, you will be successful in life. Just controlling earth and water. Now, if you can control earth, water, and fire, you're going to have an extraordinary life. Alright? Earth, water, and fire. And gently lift up with fluidity. Center the pelvis, unwind, bring both knees to your chest. Bring your forehead to touch the knees. So feel the water contracting. And now release your head, release your shoulders, release both feet in the ground, move your hands alongside your ears. Good. And then pressing the ground. Now remember, your hands open as if there is mud coming in between your fingers. The same thing with your toes, as if there is mud coming. Press the ground, and with an exhale, lift all the way up. And because we're working with water, I want you to go back and forth, straightening up the knees, straightening up your elbow. That's right. Feel that movement. Feel the movement. Keep moving up to open up the groins, to open up the armpits. That's right. Now, can you feel the water element in your inner thigh? Move your inner thighs downward. Move your inner thighs downward. Feel your inner thighs moving downward. Feel the water element in your pelvis, in your mouth. And tucking the chin and land directly to the shoulder blades. Now bring the knees to your chest. Good. Bring your forehead to touch the knees. Good. Steady. Release your head, release your shoulders. Now bring the soles of your feet to touch. With your hands, grab your outer ankles. Move the heels towards your pubic bone. The same principle. Push the inner knees out and pull the outer knees in. That's right. Supta Baddha Konasana. Sense it. Be clear about it. Push the inner knees. That's a nice one. Push the inner knees out. Pull the outer knees in. Sacrum relax. Neck relax. Now relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Feel the taste in your mouth. And now with the right hand, hold the outer edge of the right foot. Left hand holding the outer edge. Separate your feet. And you're coming to child's pose. So ankles directly on top of your knee joints. You're gonna, with your hands, you're gonna push down. You're gonna sense the water element. Sense the water element. Feel it. Stay clear about it. Clear about the adaptability, the flexibility, the cooling of the water. So manifest the water. 72% of your body is composed of that delicious liquid. That's precious liquid. And bring your knees together. Bring your forehead and your knees to touch. Rock yourself back and forth. Come up to a seated position. Cross your legs. That's right. Switch the crossing of the legs so that you can let go of your personalities. You let go of the normal. We're going now to have access to the unknown. Relax your hands on top of your knees, on top of your thighs. Close your eyes. And now, I want you to feel the earth element. Feel the four corners of your body creating the vessel. Stable. Front, back, right and left side of your body connecting to earth. Above is the water. Can you go to your pelvis area? And can you feel the water element? Yes, around your organs of reproduction. Can you feel the water element? Can you feel the water element in your mouth? Can you feel the water element in your inner thighs? Can you feel the water element in the back of your neck? Can you feel the water element in your brain? Can you feel the water element in your spinal column? So feel the spinal fluid. Be fluid. Feel the fluidity. Stay alert with the fluidity and dissolve your personality. Remember, softness is strength. Bring your palms together in front of your heart and bow towards the wisdom of the innermost. And we tell each other, Namaste. Thank you for accepting the challenge. Thank you for being committed to change our planet, to change yourselves and then change the outside. I'll see you with the next element.